A Russian businessman admits to interfering in U.S. elections and says he'll continue to do so. The same Putin-linked businessman was previously charged in the U.S. in 2018 for operating a covert social media campaign aimed at dividing the American public ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Threats to democracy are a top issue for voters this year. Capitol Tonight's Kate Lisa talks with the State Board of Elections about protecting your ballot ahead of Election Day. There were reporting issues in several counties during last night's election. Capitol Tonight's Ryan Whalen talking with the State Board of Elections about what happened. You're joining us now, Ryan. What's the potential impact here? One of the biggest races in our area is for the 25th Congressional District, where a former chief of police is challenging a seasoned politician. Another high school football matchup here on Spectrum News 1 as East Ridge travels to take on Canandaigua. First quarter, East Ridge getting on the board first. This is crazy and very impressive. Now, before we head to break, everybody, it's time for us to reveal our Halloween costumes.
Yeah, but wait, before we do, I have to say this is 100% your idea, your genius. I'm going to give you credit for it because I do love it.
Okay, all right, here we go, guys. Woo!
We're anchors.
We're anchors.
We're news anchors, get it?
We're anchors, guys.
Let me hear that spooky music a little louder. Yeah. I think I like that Halloween music.
Lovely play on words. I hope you guys got a kick out of it. And on that note, we'll see you after the break, everybody.
I do love it.
It's
Look at how
good.
cute.
It's not bad.
It's very good.
Control of the U.S. House could very well be decided by New York polls. Redistricting is making the state home to several competitive congressional races this fall. Our Washington, D.C. reporter Kevin Fry has been on the ground in many of these districts. He's reporting on these races all week, first starting now with a look at the big picture. President Joe Biden is calling on oil companies to increase production after many of them announced record profits in the third quarter. Biden has been focused on gas prices ahead of the midterm elections, and he's now blaming oil companies for not putting the interest of Americans first and instead focusing on profits. ExxonMobil announced earnings of almost $20 billion in the third quarter, with Chevron earning more than $11 billion and Shell reporting just under $7 billion in profits.
I think they have a responsibility to act in the interest of their consumers, their community, and their country. To invest in America by increasing production and refining capacity.
Currently here in New York, AAA says the average for a gallon of regular is $3.82. The president also blaming the war in Ukraine for why gas prices have been stubbornly high. 2.5 months after tragedy, the House of Mercy homeless shelter is reopening. More on what changes are now in place after that fatal stabbing of a guest there. Stay with us.